Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to your weekly energy reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 28th September to the 5th of October. I hope you're doing well. Messages from energy this week was all about sort of no going back. The conscious shift is here. We've got to step boldly into a new future. I forgot what they say now on, is it Star Trek? To a new frontier. Yes. So there was that, and there's also we were going into the element of water and fire. So we're going to be looking at that in your Astroflower a little bit later on. We will be getting the chakra sequencing and getting a few messages from energy on your financial side and your relationship side, and on the general energy as well. Thank you very much for subscribing on your way through. It really does help us with the algorithm. Make sure you do click the bell. Commenting is lovely, sharing and what have you is absolutely beautiful. I have workshops in the UK. If you want to be part of those workshops, you can find links in the description below. Okay, so let's just get on with your reading. Let's start off with the chakra sequencing more than anything else. So let's just connect to this energy line that we're sat upon at the moment. Here we go. There we go. You have to use your intuition in order to apply or take control of the situation by the looks of things, in the way of the energy that's being brought into your sign, as it were. So, yeah, just thought of just give you a first heads up on that, really, because that's the first thing that came through. Okay, we've got that central point there. That's absolutely beautiful. Okay, so now it goes into the crown and the root. Interesting situation here. The root chakra here seems to be the crown chakra. I do apologize. The crown chakra here seems to be playing upon the throat chakra. There it is, the throat chakra, and it's almost a sort of like if you think it, say it sort of scenario here, and that's what I said about using your intuition. And when you feel it's right and the people are going to hear and understand and so forth, I would say it. So it's tied in very much to the throat chakra. Where does it move on to now? It goes on to the solar plexus. So once you know your pathway, your raison d'etre, your karmic path of what you should be going down, that's when you can start using your force, your solar plexus, your solar system, your sun, as it were, your happiness. We laugh from our bellies when we really laugh. So it's really that enjoyment of getting, of doing things, of getting results as well, by the looks of it. And you seem to be taking control of the situation, which is really nice. Where does it move on to now? So here it comes to the crown and the root, the third eye and the throat chakra. The third eye and the throat chakra, it is actually tied into the sacrum as well at the same time. So I think this is very good for manifestation for you more than anything else. Once you've got the crown and the root, you've got your raison d'etre, you use your force to go into it. Then you get the inner vision, and the third eye seems to be um, calm, stable, and solid. So it's giving you some very good inner visions and intuition of what you should be doing, or even what you should be saying, or the emotions you should be engaging with. And then the throat chakra there is very sort of solid as well. It's very much more on administrative side, so it's playing a little bit more on the left hand side. So it's a case of saying things that are practical rather than getting lost in small talk. Okay, the sacrum it's keeps shouting at me, the sacrum actually, and it's all about the fundamental things of. And if you want to do something, if you want something, you have to fulfill needs in order to get what you want. It's one of the primary things for manifestation. Once you have your needs in place, your ducks in rows, it's very easy for you to knock down those dominoes and get what you want. And I think this is where all your conversations should be orientated to that, regardless of what is on your plate, as it were. If it's business, or relationships or spiritual path, whatever really concerns you here, you should be really sort of engaged with the fundamental things, and you are choosing what you engage with. And then it plays into the heart, and it's a beautiful way to finish. It's very good results. It's almost as if you're going to get exactly what you wish to manifest in a way. And then we go back to the crown and the root here. Really lovely energies playing in for you at the moment. Absolutely beautiful. So yes, that's the sequencing there. So on your raison d'etre, your crown and your root, then you use your determination, get the clarity of vision, communicate that clarity of vision to put in place the fundamentals, your sacrum. And once you get those fundamentals things in place, your heart's desires will come to the fore. Okay, let's just have a look at your Astroflower. So let's pull up your Astroflower, shall we, at the moment? Aquarius. Let me make sure I've got your Astroflower. There it is. Is that right? Or is that Gemini's? I can't see from here. It seems to be yours. I can't see. Let me have a look. The wonders of getting old, I guess. Aquarius, yeah, that's it. Lovely. Thank you. Sorry about that. Okay, so this is your Astroflower just there. No, there. Just there. Okay, so as you can see, you've got this fixed air that goes around the top, and you get this fixed water at your base as well. So you're one of these signs, and there's 8 of them out of the 12, who has a sort of a major and minor element within you. And you have this water at your base, and we're talking about water and fire at the moment. So you do have this water-fire combination on your relationship side. So that could well be that your emotions can get engaged with your passions. And once your passions are installed, that's your solar plexus. It's going to be, I think it's going to be easy for you to talk about plans for the future, communicating that with your partner or possible meeting a partner and so forth. It's a really good week here for working on the future things of what you perceive to want to live. And once you can sort of combine it with the people that are around you, or the loved ones, or the loved one that is around you, it's going to make things easier to manifest. Certainly with that sort of that cardinal fire that comes in just here between petal 5 and petal 8. So petal 5 is your equivalent of your past, and the petal 8 is your future on your relationship side. And you've got that cardinal fire that gives you that directional fire. And I think the energy is helping you to do this and giving you that clarity of vision, which allows your passions to come shining through in the relationship side. You have a similar sort of thing going on your financial side, but instead of having fire, you have air this time. And this could be that inspirational sort of thing, that inner vision that you can tap into in order to manifest things. You do have that mutable fire that comes in here from Sagittarius. So on the financial side, you've got a lot more room for maneuver more than anything, but it has to sit right with you emotionally, because you get that mutable water that comes in there from Pisces, and you've got your own fixed water there in from yourself. So your connections with people should be very practical, emotionally engaged but not overwrought, and sort of being a little bit more sort of flexible on your path, adaptable to how things develop more than anything else. Let's just get a few messages from energy and see what's going on. Let's try start with the general energies for you. So this is where we're talking about petal 6 here in the middle. Petal 6. So you've got on the petal 6, you've got mutable on one side and cardinal on the other. It's quite good with the fire and the air at the base and the earth and the water at the surface. Very sort of productive in regards to ideas. And I think this is what helps you with the sort of manifestation stuff. So let's see what's going on in the general energies here. I get this sort of figure that's sort of standing at the top of a cliff ledge. Not necessarily a cliff, it's like a rock that jets out, and it's this shining example of life for all to see. And I think that's because you're being very responsible, practical, and etc. about what you're trying to manifest without having sort of emotional explosions and so forth, and being very reliable, I think. But also, everything you're doing is working or could be working to your ultimate goals. And you seem to be on a mission here. You seem to have this sort of like, it's like a flag or a staff, from a standard bearer was what we would call them, like a standard bearer for an ideal. It may be that you've got a great ideal that's coming out from within you of how to do business slightly different to everybody else, or to go down your career path or your spiritual path. Whatever it is, it seems to be that you're championing an idea here more than anything else, and you're looking across this open valley with this sun shining in the distance, um, and it's not a sun coming down, it's the sun coming up. So it's the sun coming up into your life, as it were. It feels like that. For some of you, you may feel that it's the ending of one day and the starting of another, but it's certainly stepping into this new consciousness that we've been talking about a lot, and especially on the messages from energy and so forth. Really, really powerful, um, world-changing stance you seem to be taking here, Aquarius. Absolutely lovely. Let's just see what's going on the financial side. Let's get a bit of an image from the financial side. I get like it's like a gadget, or it could be a new bit of technology or new bit of tech. It's something that you're bringing. It's like you're bringing a new something to the table that people haven't really seen. And this could even be as much as a new idea or a new way of doing things that's it sort of shines, opens doorways. It sort of creates solutions for situations or problems within life. And I think that's going to become very, very valuable to either the company that you work for or as a business model for you to be putting through. It could also be that if you're starting up any sort of project as well, within, doing a YouTube channel or doing something like that, where you're providing a solution to the outside world in a really beautiful way. Where does it play into most of all? Well, it does play into mainly into your karmic path. And there seems to be a connection to another person on like networking. So it plays into this petal 4 here, networking with someone else, connecting with someone else. And certainly this future here, this petal 9, is got very tingling feelings, really beautiful energies here. And that could be that mutable fire and water combination that you have between the two. Energy seems to be really pulling something out of you and connecting your past to your future in that sort of regard. So let's just put a few cards on that in regards to your sort of financial sort of side. Absolutely lovely. Thanking you very much for subscribing and all of that. And don't forget about, if you want to do any workshops in the UK, there's links in the description below. Temperance and patience. I think this is what you are bringing forward. I think this is, that person there, as you can well see, they've got those 2 cups in their hands, and I was getting that sort of sensation, but it was like a torch, almost like a small torch or a small gadget that they're holding in their hand, and they're shining something out of it. And I think it's your patience and your skill. This is very much a sort of an Aquarian card, the water bearer in a way, for you. It's really, really, it is you being you, I guess. And it has that fertile possibilities where she's got 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on the land. That water and earth scenario, which you can find just here on petal, connection between petal 6, your inner being, and your outer being of petal 10. Oh, look at that. That's the same again. Look, this hand that's holding this cup. Here you get the 4 of cups, and you're streamlining. I always say, like the 4 of pentacles, the 4 of cups is always something like where it's streamlining something. It's streamlining the solutions to a situation by putting it all into one thing, as it were. And I think this is where you have this capacity to bring something to the table in life that's going to connect with another person, which I think is going to be incredibly valuable more than anything else. Let's just see what goes out at the top there. Look at talk about the staff bearer. There you go. You're out on a mission. This is exactly the sort of personage that I was talking about, that's standing on the edge of that rock. You are really going off on a passionate mission here for your future. It's coming from within you. What is this inspiration that comes from within you? Let's just have a look at that. King of Wands. You couldn't get better. You're owning it. I think you know the situation perfectly at the moment, or for you it seems very, very clear. It may need some sort of explanation or communication. That's what the throat is all about. But whatever you're doing on your financial side, it seems to you're bringing forth a solution to a greater situation. Let's just see what's going on the relationship side. See if we can get a message from the energies there. I do get rings on fingers here, so it could be marriage for a lot of you. There seems to be, like, I think it's more of a case of a commitment, and it's making you very passionate about your future. That building a future, say like buying a home together, or or even getting married. Whatever it is, it's driving passions within you, and within that passions and the idea of creating something with your partner or with someone completely new is certainly open to love. With that driving passion, let's say you do have to buy a house, maybe you're going to need more finances, and this is, I think, is driving as well the necessity or the passions of getting things right on your financial side. Really beautiful energies. Let's just pull and see what's going on there. You get the High Priestess as well. The High Priestess for me is an absolute, it's the master over spirit and emotions, really, more than anything else. The High Priestess, and it seems to be coming from within you more than anything else. This is what I think you're bringing to the situation. Let's just see. Yeah, it does play really well with a connection in the outside world. So this is sort of socializing, connecting with other people, or connecting with one other person. Yes, look at that. You are the belle of the ball. You're the king of the castle. It's the Six of Wands here. Really, this is where the fiery energy is definitely playing through here. You've got 3 wands and 2 cups on here. 3 wands and 2 cups, and it's not 2 cups. You've only got 1 cup, but 3 wands, because I took the temperance of being cups because she's holding 2 cups. But this is that staff bearer as well. This comes into it again. This is you. This is what I'm saying, is that you could be on either side. It doesn't really matter. It works both ways for you and works really well. Let's just see what's going on with that cardinal fire as well as it goes through there. Hermit mode. Hermit is once when you retract in life, you realize your dreams and your aspirations of what you so wish to be achieving in life. And then it's a case of communicating. And the hermit does really communicate his understanding of what the hermit has had to go through and get a deeper meaning to life. And it seems to be playing really well for you. And I think this is where you are communicating that from within you. Look at that. You get the Empress card as well, comes from inside. So on your inner being, look at that, for divine male and masculine and feminine energy. Absolutely beautiful, and both of them playing in the right areas here. The Empress is also someone who has control over her emotions, simply because you have that High Priestess. You have complete control over the situation at the moment, Aquarius. Absolutely beautiful for you. Great sort of energies coming through. And it looks like it's going to be an absolutely brilliant week. Don't forget about all the other videos that we do on this channel, the messages from energy, also the live that we do on Sunday night, and any other videos that we do on this channel. Thanking you very much for subscribing, liking and sharing and all of that. And it's also lovely to see your comments. I will speak to you soon. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.